Alright guys, what is going on? Fly here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, the dev server is live. The 1.53.6.6 version that I'm on right now is live. Just a disclaimer, in this video, I can't find the, don't look at that yet. I can't find the British tanks on the dev server. Usually what happens is that they do add, they have 2 or 3 tests on the dev server, so they might add that next time. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But we're gonna go ahead and start with the Americans, the USA. I'm on the forums right now on the preliminary dev patch notes and whatever. We have the T92. Don't have this research because you guys know why. Here we go. Check it out. 6.7. Oh my! This thing looks like an alien tank. So we have a 76 millimeter right here. Armor is just paper thin. But granted, I don't think 50 cals can pen it like the new Russian tank that they have, the PT-76. Overall, it looks pretty fast. I wish I could play it right now, but hopefully I'll be able to upgrade this stuff for later videos. Pretty much this video is just me going over all the new stuff, showing you guys everything and what it looks like in its form right now. And as you guys, whoa, this tank, this reminds me of War of Tanks a lot, the T-25. As you guys can tell, we're in the new game engine, Dragger, I believe it's called, or Dagger, or Dragger, but you can tell it just looks phenomenal. Oh, look at this. It looks so much better than it does before. I think what I noticed the most is just how much closer you can get to the tank without it getting pixely or anything, and overall the atmosphere is a lot different too. Look at that. Cool. So this one has a 90 millimeter. This BR is 6.0. Next up, yeah, this is going to be, you know what, we're actually take this out, I think. Oh, it's 14,000. That's so much. Hang on. Oh. Don't ask me again. This is the M26 T99, which is, oh my gosh. Can we, okay, we got to take this out for a test drive real quick. And the other things that are added to the Americans are the Helldiver, a TBD, a P38K, P38E, P38L, P38J. Those are actually not highlighted, so I don't think they're in yet. Oh my Lanta, ladies and gentlemen. What is 5? So 5 is artillery? Okay, so we have a new artillery icon and stuff. So let's go ahead and... is that a new thing? That is sick, guys. So in our sniper mode, it looks like our barrel does show up, which is kind of a cool touch. Hang on. Okay, we'll try to aim for this Yag Tiger. Okay, I think we're going to be right about here. Way too short. On the reload. Now, what buttons are our rockets? I don't think I have them even queued up right now. Controls, tank controls. Let's see for the rocket, sniping, tank. Artillery, where is rockets at? Basic. Ignite boosters, fire rocket. Okay, so 4, but does that work on tanks? Oh, sick. Okay, hang on, we're still reloading right now for some reason. All right, so one of our rockets has left the chamber on the right side, as you guys can see. Fire one. That's a much cooler sound than the old rocket sound effect. Oh, we're almost there. A little bit higher. You can see in the bottom right, the rockets are leaving the tubes. Almost there. Right here should be perfect. Okay, hang on, we're almost there. Come on. That's it. Yeah! Whoa! Did you guys see that turret fly off? That was insane. Oh, this would be a hard shot, actually. That's it. Oh, just shy of it. Oh, we were right over him. Come on, we got this. Oh, that is so sick. All right, so this is the... Oh, let's just fire all these things off. Full arc. Here we go. Rocket artillery. Look at it go. The last ones are leaving the chamber. Let's see if we can see them in the air. Now, can we follow these with V? No, oh, well, yeah, I can't do that right here. But we have a little tank over here. Oh, got his tracks and fire and beautiful. All right, guys, so let's go back to the hangar. Those are the American tanks that have been added. Next, we're gonna look at a Helldiver, a TBD. So let's go look at those right now. Here's the TBD, just a beautiful aircraft. Not really that successful in its campaign in the war. Had a lot of issues, but it overall is a gorgeous aircraft. Early war. Do they have any information on it? I don't think so, but it was early war design dive bomber, or pretty much a torpedo bomber. Has an awesome name though, TBD-1 Devastator. Next up is so where are our P-38s at? Okay, so we have a P-38E. Okay, here comes some more P-38Ls. Okay, so the overall boost from this one, 690 miles an hour, 693 miles an hour. This is the normal P-38 that we're used to, I believe. So we have about an 80-kilometer boost, top speed. Yeah, well, this one's max speed is 660. This one's completely loaded out though. These are going to get a lot faster, I feel like, with additional add-ons and stuff. But these are the P-38s that we've been waiting for a very long time. All right, so now we're on to Germany. We'll go ahead and look at this bad boy. First, I'm going to start with the new German tanks. Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you so much for this stuff. This is fun. Okay, the Panzerwaffe 42. Look at these rockets. Those are huge. Let's check the stats on them. Does it tell us what kind of ammo it is? I believe they're huge rockets though. It doesn't tell us how much millimeters they are, does it? I think they're like 100 and something millimeters. They're huge though. There's only 10 of them. The thing is, we have an MG32 on here. Or is that 30? Okay, well it's an MG3A1 machine gun, but look at that thing. The Hitler Buzzsaw, half track. We're gonna check this thing out real quick because we gotta see what these rockets sound like. I hope they sound different than the American ones, just because these are the German ones. I will shit my pants if they have that sound effect. You know, like, hang on, we got a machine gun. Look at this thing. Look at this machine gun. Where's Hans at? Oh, that view is so cool. I want Hans to be here manning these things. All right. So we're gonna try to fire these things right here. No, we're gonna do a little bit long range one over to the right. Okay, here we go. Fire one. They have the sound effect. They have it. Oh, they do it. Oh, yes. Oh. There goes the projectile. I can't see it anymore, but we'll go to the ground where it might be at. Now, these things do reload. They do reload. Look at this. So, unlike what I thought that they wouldn't reload like normal tank rockets, these are actually a main gun that do reload in combat, which is pretty darn cool. Oh my goodness gracious, mamma mia. Money! Oh, we missed him. Hang on, we're getting nice and close. Wait, we gotta machine gun him real quick. Come on, T-26. Alright, here we go for a rocket attack. Oh, these things are hard to aim. Money! Oh, not even close. The people who use these things are gonna have to get really good at aiming. Alright, we're gonna stop the half track. Fire one. Missed him. A little bit higher. There we go, devastation. Alright, so now we have a T-34 right here, I believe. Oh, that might be money. A little bit high. Nope, too low. Okay, now we're on the reload though. This thing also has artillery, which is really nice. We just called some in. If we look inside this tank, it looks pretty cool as well. Look at that. Imagine being the rocket operator. Okay, almost done with our reload. Oh my gosh, so epic. So epic. Alright, come here, T. So let's see if we can kill a T-34 from the front. These are huge rockets. I honestly feel like if we're too close, we're gonna kill our Slefs too. Fuck yeah. Alright, here we go. Hello, 1940. Welcome to Panzerwaffe. Was able to bounce that. There comes my artillery in from like an hour ago. Destroyed. Oh my goodness. So that was easy. Next up is a T-44. Can I just get that sound effect? Is so dope. And like, I wish I can hear it when it's coming towards me. So imagine someone's like across the map and they see you and they're launching this rocket artillery and you just hear these missiles coming. I wonder how they got that sound, the German rocket, to make that sound. It must have been something that the way it was designed. Okay, that didn't do anything. Okay, looks like we're getting some flak from the T-44. So this armor is actually able to bounce these rockets pretty well. Okay, there goes a really big hit on him. We'll try one more for the back of the turret. Seems like the T-44 is able to sustain it. Now, the thing is, can the King of Derp sustain a rocket derp attack? We're gonna see right now once we're done reloading. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we already killed him with our machine gun. Now, this goes back to War Thunder Infantry. I think it'll be amazing, but no one agrees with me, so. Alright, here, Mr. KV2. Get ready to meet your maker. Fire the rockets! I can't tell if I'm hitting him or not. Oh my god, is he eating those things alive or is something in front of him? I think this KV2 just like, no, you do not shoot derp at me and get away with it, comrade. And maybe our machine gun will do it. So it doesn't seem like these things have the highest penetrations at all. Even splash damage, I'm kind of surprised on. Maybe these things would be really good at taking out traction stuff, but a KV2 should rip apart to this thing. Okay, almost done with the reload. There we go. So it doesn't pen the... Oh, look at these marks right here, though, from the penetrations. Or like the... Oh, those are awesome looking. Fuel tank. So we can shot trap him, right? It doesn't even care about it. KV2 doesn't give two shits about these rockets. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the hangar and look at this thing a little bit more. Thank gosh for that sound effect, though. That makes that tank worth it. Or the half track. Alright, so yeah, that's a 4.3 battle rating, so that's going to see some pretty high competition later in the game. Next up, we have the Jagdpanzer 44-5, which is a post-war low silhouette. Oh my, this thing looks... Oh, those smoke grenades. That is just legit. I love how they still have like an MG, like a buzzsaw on here. Let's go ahead and look at the armor. It should be massively weak. The front of it nicely sloped, but a fin stabilizer will go right through there. Anywhere else is acceptable. Really easy to kill from the air. Huge silhouette here. 10 millimeters, so MGs can go through this very easily. Let's go look at the ammo. What we'll be dealing with. So we have a fin stabilized heat. Not the best penetration, honestly. 90 millimeter gun. Yeah, 320 millimeters. 370 in a high explosive shell. I think the thing with this tank is going to be really fast. I think it's kind of like the Leopard's top speed. Let's go see. Yeah, 70 kilometers an hour. That is really fast. The Leopard is looking at 65 kilometers. So is this one of the fastest tanks in the game right now? Or the Hellcat keeps it? Okay, other things to look at. We have, this is back to the air. We have BF-109s. We have a new one. It's the E4. No, that's an F series. So we have an E4 right here, which is a new one. Pretty cool looking. Let's see what it has going for it. So it's got 220 mils at 2.7, pretty nice, and it has two 7.92 machine guns. We'll go look at it real quick. Oh, that's some epic camo too. I love the E series, especially for sim battle back in my day. I feel like that plane's already been added. That was the E3. Okay. Next up is the E7. Now, where the hell would the E7 be at, huh? E4, E. I don't think it's here right now. Yeah, some of the things that are on the list are not here, but it could be in the premiums. Negative on that. So we're still trying to find the E7. I bet it's here. I just don't see it. Next, we have the Doe 17 Z2. Here they are right here. Or here's the Z7, which looks very streamlined. Looks awesome, actually. I love this body right here. And how, look at how offset these guns are. So we have 120 millimeter probably right here. Three 7.92s right here and right here, right here. Awesome. Okay, next we have the Z2, which I don't see, but it might be here, right? No, okay, yeah, here's a Z2. Oh, that is a lot of defensive armaments in here. Look at this. We have 1 machine gun, 2 machine gun, 3 machine gun, 4 machine gun, 5 machine gun, 6 machine gun, 7 machine gun. So 7 machine gun in this thing at tier 1.7. That's insane. Okay, so that's it with the German line. Next, we're going to take a look at the Russian PT-76. Should be here. I don't know where it's at, though. It should be in the light tank line. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so I was right. So it goes T-60, T-70, T-80, then PT-76. That is hell of a jump. I think we have enough free XP to get up here, so we're going to boost. Okay, here we go. Now we're on to the PT-76. Researching this bad boy up. We're going to boost it real quick. We're running out of everything. Okay, put that into the hangar. Alright, so let's check this tank out. The PT-76. So, one of the most produced light tanks ever exported and used. I think it's still used today. Let's look at the armor. 14 millimeters. Nice. Some really nice slope right here. Yep, so just shoot it right here, guys. You got a huge lower glacis. Pretty much what this is for is an amphibious tank. We're going to test it out real quick and see if it is amphibious. They were hinting that they really weren't ready for that yet. But Kursk does have some water, I think, down the map, and we'll go check that out. Okay, so we got a long drive, nice acceleration. Look at that view, isn't that cool? Woo! Fast reload, decent reload. Not fast enough to get 2 shells in before someone sees you, though. We're going right through this turret. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Now we're in gear 4. Ah. Panzer IIs are very, very highly armored. Okay, going 30 kilometers an hour and on Kursk in the open field, which really isn't that fast. And plus, someone's just got to shoot the MGs at you, and you literally, like, you know, what this thing will get in tearing with, there'll be 50 cals. There might even be 14 millimeters that the Russians have if you play arcade. Now, not much shrapnel right now. I am using APCR. I don't know if that is the standard round, but I'm going to see if I can change that after this play session. So we're going to follow this road right here and get on the road so we can get a little bit quicker for the water. Now again, guys, they said that it shouldn't be ready, but you never know. Destroyed. The gun looks awesome, though. The APCR actually shrapnels quite a bit. Alright, now let's get getting up to speed. We got a long way to go. Alright, guys, here we go. The last hurrah. I don't think it will work, but it's at least worth a try. Come on, can you go above 29 kilometers an hour? 30! Oh, 31! Nah, this thing's definitely being held back by something, I can just tell. Alright, so prepare James Bond mode. Gotta turn the turret this way. Hang on, this is how they really do it though. Rotate the turret. I saw a video of them going in the water like this. It's probably to keep the barrel out of the water when it splashes down. Oh, you guys see that? It has to go, to turn around, it has to go above those fuel tanks. That's kind of crazy. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's choppy water, boys. Oh, here we go, we're gonna float. Yeah, we did it. No. Worth it though. Yeah. Bye-bye tank. Alright, let's get back to the hangar. Something we have to cover right now is the BM-824, which is a rocket artillery tank. Here we go. Okay, so this one, oh, good gosh. Now these are smaller caliber rockets, but there are more of them on here. This is battle rating 2.3. So yeah, this thing should do pretty well. A reload rate is 10.4 seconds. So once this thing's all gone, these will reload, which is kind of crazy. Test drive, yeah, here we go. Because the way that rockets work in War Thunder right now, especially with the Calliope, and I think it's only the Calliope that has rockets, right? Isn't it? I don't know. So these are like Katyushas, right? Katyusha rockets? Those sound cool. Now hopefully these can, uh-oh, doesn't look like we have that much of an arc to fire. We have a little bit of traverse left and right, and that's about it. Alright, full barrage. Here we go. Yes, these launch really cool. So that's a 10-second reload. What I want to try right now is put it in night battle and see if we can see like the rocket. Whoa, look at that screenshot. Goodness, that was sick. Okay, so test drive, night. Perfect. So hopefully we can see a little bit of a trail of the rocket. But like, I don't know if they can't do it in this game, but like when these rockets went off, they had so much like debris behind them. It made like for a whole smoke cloud. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go. We're too much over there. Oh yeah, that's sick. Three, two, one. And they're all the way across the map. Okay, so we have a 10.4 second reload, I think. Now, look at it. Look, this is what it looks like from the gunner's seat. We have some rockets right above me, so I'm to the left of it, or I'm just in the middle. Hell yeah. Die, Panther 2s. Alright, penetrate it. Nice. It's on fire. This thing ain't gonna last too much longer. There we go. Now on to a Panther 4C. $18 rockets left. So it kind of feels like a T-26 chassis, or excuse me, maybe a T-60 or T-80. Oh my, destruction right there. Penetrated his ammo. Next up is a Panther. That's money. No, that's way not money. Ammo destroyed. Wow. So we were able to penetrate the Panther's ammo from the side of the 2.3, which is kind of scary concerning that the Panzerwerfer couldn't do anything to the T-44, or at least with a 10-shot rocket. Now we're on here to the King Tiger, or at least a 88. Yeah. We have 6 left. I'm gonna wait till we get a little bit closer for him. Wait, where'd he go? Did we kill him? Oh no, he's right here. Alright, good about to say. Alright, here we go. Okay, so you sneak up on a tiger in sim battle with this thing. What can you do with it? You can miss. There goes his shirt skin. So it does nothing to the tiger, which seems kind of weird. Like, there's even no damage report. I just blew off his shirt skin. That's about it. We're gonna go to this rear, though. Any kind of machine guns on here? No machine guns at all. Oh, look. The Dutch oven's right here. About 3 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Like 4. Alright, we'll go for a lower one here. The engine room. Okay, so penetrated his top, which I didn't really want to do. Let's back up a little bit. Nothing from the rear right now. We did penetrate him from the top, though. Not like the back of the turret. We hit like right on his engine deck. Yeah, so it seems like this thing can't kill a tiger, which is kind of nice because that would be super trolly. All right, let's get back to the hangar. What else we got to cover? We have a Yak 9B, which has a pretty cool bomb layout. It has it inside the Yak, which is kind of cool. Let's see it. Yak 3B, Yak 3B, Yak 9B. Okay, Yak 9, Yak 9B, Yak 9B, Yak 9. Here we go. So the cool thing about this one is that it has bombs inside right here. So let's. I actually want to take this thing out real quick to check it out. Research this one. Yay. Okay, purchase that. Cancel. Cancel. Stop it. Thank you. Alright, so here's a Yak 9B. And the thing about this one is yeah, you can't really dive bomb with it because with the way the bombs are set up, it doesn't allow for that. Okay, so we got it in the hangar right now. Alright, so hopefully the bombs are unlocked. Standard. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to take 400 kilograms out, test flight it. I bet you guys are excited for the Great Britain. Now, guys, there are no Great Britain tanks on this dev server. At least I can't find it right now. Okay, here we go. Now, can you bomb yourself on the runway? Good. Very strong Russian engineering. Flaps for takeoff. Good gun. So pretty much this is like a fighter bomber, which is awesome. It almost looks like a trainer with the long cockpit in the rear. Let's look at it. That's about the same. Okay, so we don't even have we don't have a bombing reticle at all, which is kind of a whole new way of bombing. You got to fly over a target, and oh my gosh, we are sluggish with 400 kilograms of bombs. All right, so let's actually try to bomb this little. Let's pick a place that's kind of okay. See that house right there? The one lonely? It's kind of hard to see. Let's pick something better. We're gonna turn her around. Whoa, 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 easy. The bombs, there's a bomb bay door. I should have put it on daytime, but we'll see in action. Let's try to bomb a guard tower. Oh wait, there's a unit over there. Huh, how nice is that? We're gonna fly to that unit. See if I can get a nice moonlight shot on the bomb bay. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, we're gonna pitch down so we gain some more airspeed. A very sluggish Yak that we are all not used to. Look at the stars. I wish they had like constellations or like, you know, the Big Dipper and all that stuff. There's the Mun. Very high pixelation, but not anymore. See how cool that looks? Got like a little bit of a tornado on the moon right now. All right, wish me luck. Look at the bombs right there. It'd be awesome if you can shoot like the back of this plane and it absolutely just blows up completely. All right, so how do we do this? Get in line with it right first. Here comes one. The first one might hit, the second one won't. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be the hardest thing ever to use. They're so inaccurate too. We go down with a little bit of a drop like this maybe? Yeah, I mean you can do this, right? Nice. Okay, so it will allow for a little bit of a dive bomb, but I don't think it will do an absolute dive. But we're gonna try it. We have one last bomb. We're gonna try to bomb this bridge with the dive bomb. Jesus, this thing is slow as anything. Granted, it's not even upgraded at all, but still. Okay, this is a full dive right here. Not really. But it seems like, oh, we actually hit it. It seems like I can go at a pretty good angle. All right, so that's it with the Russians. Oh wait, no, we have the PE-8. Oh, that screenshot though. The PE-8. Let's look at that mamma jamma. Where are you, Mr. PE-8? PE-8. Here we are. So the thing with the PE-8, it's one of the only 4-engine bombers in the game, other than B-17s, the B-24s. I think it's the first 4-engine. Okay, the British have a 4-engine. The Americans have a 4-engine. Oh, there's a lot of 4-engines. Never mind. Talking through my ass. Okay, here's the PE-8. Now this thing has some pretty cool defensive emplacements, and we'll show you guys that right here. Oh, Atlanta. Look at this thing. Let's see what kind of armament it has. It has two 20mm Shavak cannons, 2 50 cals, and two 7.62s. Now, we have some right here, but look at these gunners right here. Right in the wheel wells. That must be a noisy job. What is this flap right here? Huh, I don't even know. Okay, but let's look at the bomb load, because that's going to be kind of... This is a tier, or a battle rating 4.0. 4,800 kilograms, so really good for light targets. It has a 5,000 kilogram bomb. That has to be the biggest bomb in the game right now. That has to... Dude, we got to check that out. We have to see what that's like. Oh, we got to do all this stuff, though. Hang on. 5,000 kilograms. Holy manure. Okay, we're almost there. It's the DUR 20. Okay, come on. That's enough to go to tier 4. Yes, here we go. 5,000 kilograms. It's oh my gosh. Test flight day. Morning, yeah, it's fine. Now, can this thing even take off the ground? 5,000 kilograms. Now, we just gotta wait. Okay, we didn't take off. Alright, we're gonna go bomb the airbase. Now, let's look at this defensive armaments right here. It's got two fucking 20 mils in the rear. No, wait, right here it does. No, where's the other 20 mil? Is it up here? Holy crap, the back 20 mil has so much turn, or like area that it can engage in. Look at this. This plane's gonna be fantastic for defense. All right, here we go. 5,000 kilograms on the way. Oh my Atlanta. That thing's like a submarine in the air. Boom. Not that big of an explosion, but you did see a nice shockwave. Okay, now we're gonna see how we land this thing. Nice and maneuverable. We're gonna do an emergency landing right here. Flaps. Gear. Look at the gear come out of the gunners in the rear. That's awesome. Okay, landing flaps. This thing is actually pretty maneuverable for a big bomber. Look at this thing. This is not how you do an emergency landing with this thing. Brings me back to my pilot school days. Kick the rudder, kick the rudder. No! Stall. Hey, but all the crew's alive, right? Or maybe not the one with the wheel jam. And I bet that guy's actually squished right now. All right, so that's all with the USSR. Again, guys, I can't find the British tanks on this dev server. Let's see. Nope, it's not here. But what is here, though, is the Hawker Hunter. The Hawker Hunter, boys. 430 mil Aiden cannons. Let's get this thing max performance. And don't worry, I'll make additional videos on this one. It's fucking awesome. Okay, All done up. Sure. Just get me out of this menu. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, check any kind of cool camos we have for it. Stock? Nope, nothing. Alright, test flighter. I'm gonna love this plane a lot. I hope this is one of my new favorite planes to fly, only. Like, cause I can't play my MiG-9 anymore because of the beat. Oh my gosh, look at that big ass engine right there. Alright, we're gonna spool up, hold the brakes. I'm gonna wait to fire the cannons. RPMs are spinning up, brakes are not holding, release the brakes. Whoa. Alright, to the cockpit. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm an F-14 right now. But it has an ejection seat too. Look, 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 look. Hood. So you pull that and the hood flies off and then you eject, I think. Alright, going with the rotation. Be careful, it's a long ass aircraft, nice and streamlined. Gear up. This is one of the longest fighters in the game right now. The Sabre and the MiG are like you see this line right here? That line right there? That's like where the Sabres go. Or that's like where like their tail starts. And look at this backbone it has. Isn't that sick though? Alright, here comes the cannons. Oh, I wish I had a different sound effect. But they do have a different tracer layout. Look at that fire though. This is like an A10. Alright, we're gonna climb a little bit, test her out, see how fast she can go. Alright, so we're at 450 rounds, right? One Mississippi. That's fast. So the Aiden cannons are some of the fastest firing cannons in the game, 30 mils, but their velocity is really low, if that makes sense. Climb rate is very good as well. Let's see it. Let's see these shells drop off. Let's get nice and level. Not in the sun because we can't see that at all. The back portion of this plane's bigger than the front. It looks hilarious. They look high velocity, honestly. A little bit more climb. What a freaking aircraft. Now what is this down here? Is this an air brake? Oh, look at that air brake. Alright, we're gonna flip her over. Alright, here comes for some speed test. Now this is not like high altitude at all. This is low, so we're not gonna be going as fast as she can, but we'll just see her acceleration. I can sense this plane does not turn well at all, or have any really good mobility at low speeds. So we better be faster than the CL, right? Oh, she ain't even slowing down at all. Okay, here comes a level deck test. I want to go over 1,100 right now. Look at my shadow. It's not even shaking yet. It's starting to slow down though. $1,100 is about to be here. There we go, great. Okay, we're gonna take this for a climb. A 20-degree climb. Look at that energy retention though. Look at that energy retention. Look how slow my speed's going down. Oh my goodness. Look how slow my speed is going down. I'm skyrocketing into the plane, or into the sky right now. I'm just below 900 in like 3 seconds. Whoa. So I'm gonna take this thing up to probably about 5,000 meters and then put her back down. fuck? Our speed is starting to like it's starting to slow down, decreasing to like balance out probably around 600 kilometers an hour at 20 degrees. Now that is how you gain altitude, boys. All right, bringing her around. Flaps. Idle. Air brakes. Knock us back down to the earth. Oh, that's a heavy stall. So we're at 7.5k kilometers. There we go. Looks like we're a rocket ship right now. Holy shit. (1,200 kilometers. Can we pull up from it? A lot of G's right now. All right, now we're going full vert. It's a spaceship. That is cool. All right, guys. What else the British have? So that's about it for the British. Now, there is some talk about the A7N1 from the Japanese. Now, again, guys, this is the dev server, so things are known to be added to this dev as well. A7, doesn't look like we have the A7 right now. No premium as well. Hopefully I'm not scanning right over it. Holy shit, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's true. We have the A7M here. Now this is the predecessor to the, or the successor to the A6 series. So pretty much what I call this, my goodness. Pretty much what this plane is combined in is the J2M, the Shinden, and then the Ki 84s. Pretty much like a Japanese version of a Thunderbolt. Look at this. We got little bombs. That's cute. We got 20 millimeters. How many? I think we have two 20 millimeters. Two 20 millimeters and two 13.2. Kind of big caliber. We're going to see what it looks like in the air. So this is an army plane, so I don't think this will be landing on the carriers. But Ace, no, I don't think it is. But she is gorgeous, man. That good Japanese engine sound. This is premium. Look at those wings. Those wings look like they do fold. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing does have carrier capabilities. It does. Yep, there's a Raptor hook. Ooh, those. So these sound like an American 50 cals, and those sound nice with the 20s. Check it out. Ready? Oh, look at that. That is a weird. So that looks like ballistic glass or something to block bullets. Great plane for SB though, I'll tell you that. Very nice. The water looks kind of trippy though. I don't know if that's my computer doing that or the new engine being kind of wonky. Alright, we're gonna go for a carrier landing. Now, what kind of cruiser is that? Air brakes? No air brakes. So maneuverable though. Wow. Gear down. We're coming in kind of hot for a carrier landing. Is my hook coming down yet? Should be deploying right now. I don't think I'm online enough with it. Oh, I guess not. It is the old-fashioned way, boys. Nice. So even though it doesn't have a carrier, or at least it's not in the dev yet, we can still land it on a moving carrier pretty nicely. As you can see, this, at least the wind speed right now, we're going 55 kilometers. This carrier is definitely not going 55 kilometers, I'll tell you that. All right, going back to the hangar, boys. That is going to wrap up this video. Stay tuned to the channel. I'll be having more solo gameplays with certain vehicles to showcase them off one by one. Guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Peace out.